to the Madhouse.
Welcome to the Madhouse.
Another Monday night.
Another Monday night, June 15th.
Yes, it is.
For the Soluri.
No Guts.
No Guts.
No Glory
Hour, of course. Hey, Vin.
Hey, sweetheart.
How's it going?
Good.
We got to talk quick tonight because we have three great guys on. And so anyway,
And they got a lot to say.
And they have so much to say. There's got to be a part two, I think, for sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just want to cover a couple of things. We want to wish Chris Asher congratulations because he had an MMA tournament. He goes to Mark Sarah's school. And
In Levittown.
In Levittown.
Along with Daniel Savaggio and
With
Nick.
my nephew Dan.
But
bunch of
great,
guys.
great show. He won 3 fights by submission.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's
one guy he fought over 80 pounds heavier than he did.
Yeah.
Submitted him with an arm bar.
And how many, like in seconds, right?
Yes,
Like with
he's
30
amazing.
seconds,
He's
35
amazing.
seconds, something like that.
I
But
was very impressed. Billy, you should be proud. He's a
yeah,
good boy.
absolutely. We love you, Billy. Happy birthday, Billy Asher. One of my favorites, definitely.
Yes.
So
Happy
just
birthday.
really quick, I don't know if you have anything else to say, but tonight, right after the show, like we said last week, we're going to be zipping right out of here and heading to Amityville to Revolution, which is on the corner of Montauk Highway and Route 110 in Amityville. Did I say Amityville already?
It's
I
all
probably
right. You can
did.
say as much as you want.
Vinny's debut as a stand-up comic, and anybody who knows him knows he's funny, but this time he's standing up.
What do you say? Most of my comedy's laying down?
No,
That
but
don't
anyway,
sound
so
good.
if you
Laying
guys,
down comedy with my
I think
wife.
everybody we know is going to be there tonight, but just in case somebody watching wasn't aware of it, you can come on down. The show starts at 8. It's free admission,
You
no
got 2
drink
hours to get
minimum.
there.
Usually comedy shows has a
Right.
drink minimum and all that. There's nothing. It's just come in and, like Vinny likes to say, bring
Love and laughter, baby.
love and laughter. That's
It's all
it
it costs
takes.
you. Love and
Yeah.
laughter tonight. Come see me, my debut. We're going to make some history tonight. We're going to have some fun.
Absolutely. So, without
With further ado.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
but
but
anyway,
we say that without
we're going to
further
welcome
ado.
our guests tonight. So we have a returning guest who we adore, the very, very talented Mike Funk, who is an actor, writer, musician, artist extraordinaire. And there's that word, extraordinaire, like we spoke about in the green room. But welcome, Mike.
Thank you, guys.
And to your
Thank you
left,
so much.
yeah, great to have you back. I'm rushing so much because I know
No,
we have
yeah.
so much to cover. Rob Villano,
Right.
who is a videographer, but also you're a film director,
Film director, DP, editor,
right?
yep, sound editor,
Right.
DP, isn't that something else?
DP.
It ain't that kind of show.
director
Rob.
of
I hate that. I hate that. And then to your left, we have Frank Ferruccio.
Legend.
Legend.
But I don't really need any other introduction.
The legendary Frank Ferruccio.
Frank is
who's-
a legend.
Is a screenwriter.
If you Google me,
You'll find it all.
there'll be 12 million pages of my name.
Right.
I've done it all. Actor, I'm an author, I'm a screenwriter, and movie maker.
Right, right. Lots of stuff.
And since he's been here, we've gotten a lot closer. I was sitting back here way before they moved me up.
Yeah.
So now we're a lot closer.
Now they're a lot
Absolutely.
closer. But so you guys are all intertwined through this one project that you've done, which you were kind enough to send me the movie and the book and all, is the movie based on the life and times of Jane Mansfield, which is called Diamonds to Dust. Right? Okay.
Yep.
Now, she was a crazy bombshell, paralleling at the same time as Marilyn Monroe, trying to make her way to stardom and all that. She has a pretty crazy story, which
Yes.
we
very.
found out when we saw the movie. Wow, I had insight to her life.
She liked to get it on.
She was ahead of her time. She was the Madonna of like
Yeah.
the 60s. She
There you
liked to
go.
break the barrier.
Mm-hmm.
She was a single mom. She was married 3 times. She had 5 kids. She made 30 movies, and she was dead at the age of 34.
Yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
incredible.
That's
life.
a lot. Right. So
And
now-
that's it. Thank you for coming.
Okay, sorry. Bye.
But so I want to know the story of your fascination with the legend that she is. Where did it start, and how did this whole thing come about? Because there's a whole progression.
Well, I went to visit her grave because I was a fan, and it wasn't far from my house.
Which is where in Pennsylvania?
In
right?
Pennsylvania, and that's where she grew up in her really young years. And I heard she had the biggest heart-shaped tombstone in the cemetery. And I went there, and of course, it was easy to find because it was the biggest
Really?
heart-shaped
Was it
tombstone.
so much? I mean, did it really?
It
lit up
wowed
something?
me,
Yeah.
but it made me sad because there was no flowers or any signs of life that
It's
anyone had visited.
like an old
yeah,
grave.
yeah, and I
That's sad.
I vowed.
That's sad.
Well, her family was out west. You know, it's only now that her daughter Mariska Hargitay from Law and Order SVU lives here on Long Island.
Right. She lives on the island?
She's got a home in Southampton, and
Okay.
she has a beautiful home in Manhattan as well.
Okay. Yeah, because she does her filming for Law and Order.
Yes.
She's an award winner, right?
Yeah,
she's won
Golden
a-
Globe and,
yeah.
and Emmy.
Yeah,
Wow.
she's fabulous.
She's an
too.
amazing woman.
Yeah.
Amazing woman.
So your story about, okay, so you went to the grave at a young age.
hmm
Is-
I was just like, I felt bad that there was no flowers, so I said to myself, I'm going to take it upon myself to always make sure that the grave is taken care of and that there's always flowers. And I've been doing that for over 35 years
That's
now.
just amazing.
You
And-
grave stalker, you.
I am, and because of that,
That's
I
awesome.
met,
No, that's beautiful.
I met and
actually.
friended all the family.
That is so awesome.
And how did you get in touch with them?
You know, it was weird because it was like, it felt like Jane guided me to them because I would go up on odd days of the week and they would be there visiting. Like, and I had no idea. And I just ran into them at the
so
cemetery.
wait, so people were visiting though,
Her family, sporadically.
Right.
But, you know, I never knew when.
right? And then they lift whatever is left at a grave. There's always a deadline. They take them. They remove.
Yeah.
You know, they come around. They remove them because
Mhm.
they die. So you've probably went at a time when it was in between.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah,
the
yeah.
next
and,
visit,
and I
whatever.
always make sure that there are the grave is always taken care of.
So when you went, there happened to be somebody there, and you said, "Oh."
There were flowers there with a card, and of course I read the card, and the card was from her daughter, and it was the first time that
Mariska?
No, it was her
Okay.
oldest daughter, and it was
Okay.
the first time her oldest daughter had been there in 29 years.
Wow.
Oh, I just
And
got a
and I
chill.
was like,
Zero.
oh my God. And her aunt,
Just like
her
coincidence.
great aunt lived a block away, and I'm like, I'm going to the great aunt's house now. And I went there, and she was there.
Really?
And then I met and became friends with her, and then subsequently all the other family through the years.
Right.
So
That must have really meant a lot to them, although they probably wondered, oh, is this guy like some kind
no,
of...
you
I mean,
know
it's
what?
nice that
they
embraced you,
they really embraced
that they
me.
embraced you, yeah,
They didn't
that's
think
great.
I was a psychopath.
Right. Yeah. No,
You
that's-
got them fooled.
I know.
No,
No,
that's a
they've
really-
always been wonderful to me, as I have been to them.
That's funny because when I met you, I thought you were a psychopath.
Yeah, you see, you've got good
See?
instincts.
now that's really a great story. So you always had an affection for her and her story.
Absolutely.
Her story's amazing.
Now they shared as they got to know you and trusted you. You became
And I
close
was
to
very
them.
close with Jane's aunt, who knew it all. Okay,
Ah.
and her aunt is the one that told me the dirt,
Really.
every dirty family secret.
Really?
Yeah, which I didn't, expose them in the book, all of them. But she had
All of them.
she had a crazy life,
Yeah.
and there had only been one movie about her, the Jane Mansfield story with Lonnie Anderson and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it sucked. It was
You know what?
badly
now that you
made.
say that, I think I
It
remember.
was factually wrong, and I wanted to do something better.
That's something that actually captured
now
the
I seen
truth.
with the book. I seen you have tons of pictures.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
God,
I have
yeah.
the largest
Tons of
collection,
Which is the book
of-
right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did Success Spoil Jane Mansfield? The bigger, yeah.
Yes.
the
Now,
bigger
did you
book right
the
there.
aunt? You get those pictures access from the aunt?
No,
or-
actually, through collecting the past 30 years from private collectors that passed away, and I own the largest collection of unpublished photos of Jane.
Really,
Wow,
that's
that's pretty
pretty
damn
cool.
Yeah, and I've shared them all with the family, because the family didn't get anything of their moms. Her mom died at the age of 34, and she didn't have a will, so the kids didn't get anything. They
got-
didn't even. They
It was
weren't
like
even.
$1,000 or something.
No,
right?
they didn't even get to take their clothing out of their home because there was no will. Everything was sold and put into probate, and then she was legally married to two men at the same time.
Yeah.
Matt Cimber, who Mike
Right.
plays,
Well, Mike, yeah.
and
And
Mickey
fabulous
Hargitay, and they hated each other, so they fought for 10 years, and the estate was insolvent.
And
by
then you had the
time.
mother
10
too, right?
years.
Yeah, everybody tried to get a piece of the action.
So was it like in limbo for so long?
For 10 years,
It
it
just
was nothing
drained
but
out.
Yes, nothing.
lawsuits.
Which becomes really frustrating, I would think.
And it's sad that
unfair to the kids.
Yeah,
So her whole estate gets drained to the lawyers.
Yeah, but the worst part of it wasn't the money. They didn't get anything of their
Right,
moms.
their
They didn't get
memorabilia.
They didn't get a bracelet. They didn't
Right.
Anything
get
sentimental.
nothing.
And I'm sure she had stuff. I mean,
so
stuff
through the
that meant a
years,
lot.
I purchased so many items, and I used a lot of them in the movie.
Did you really?
Yeah,
That's so
and
great.
I gave all the kids items of their moms.
Wow, that's awesome.
Because
That's
they should have belonged to
really
them to begin with.
Yeah, that's
I
touching.
let them take carte blanche, of the items. So
That must have
You know, the
meant really so
psychopath's
much.
gone. I love you now.
nah,
Yeah, no, that's,
darn.
That is so awesome, man.
yeah, that's great.
So, I wanted to make a movie. It was my life dream. I'm in the entertainment industry. I have been for years. I started working for Joan Jett for many years ago. And I became part of the entertainment industry and managing celebrities. I manage like Lita Ford and Sherry Curry from The Runaways now. I met Rob here working on another picture that my one client was star of. And I really liked Rob. He had the angles. He knew the movie industry. I really liked everything that he had to say. We had a lot in common, and I just came
It
right
just
out.
clicked. It
And I
clicked.
asked him to do my movie. And he immediately left that movie and
Really?
did
Give
my
me the word. Let me
movie.
know when.
Really, that's fantastic. So
Yeah.
you're,
But I was in the middle. We were just starting the other movie, Tracked. Okay, and that's when I met Frank on the first day. And he was telling me about the book that he wrote and a screenplay. And this was the first movie I was ever working on, which was Tracked. And then he comes to me and he says, "Gee, you'd be interested? Would you?" Now, originally, it wasn't for directing, though. It was for
it
just
was for film.
DPing.
There you go.
For depression. No. It was for director of photography and for editing because that's what I love to do. And I says, I'd be interested in doing that. And I want to tell you, it's strange because the directing didn't come until 4 months before principal photography began. Remember that? We were on Facebook. He says, you know what? We were talking about, we're getting all prepared now. 3
Right.
months going by. I want you to direct this film. Oh boy. Okay. Well, but it came natural because when you're doing the director of photography and you're going to do the editing, you got to do the directing because it all comes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Right.
And so that was, a great experience for
The-
me to.
The main
Wow.
reason that I wanted Rob to do it was because I knew Jane Mansfield and I knew the story well, but I wanted someone like Rob who would make it interesting to the rest of the world,
Right.
so that it would be just a good movie that anyone would want to watch.
Right,
And
whether
I
you
knew
knew her or
Rob
not,
was the
it's-
person
right.
to
Because
do
it is a
that.
story. I mean, it's got, like we said when you were on, Mike, it's
Right.
got, it's got affairs, it's got, like
Oh,
love
it's got
triangles, it's
drinking,
got
the whole-
alcohol and drugs and lots of
And,
sex.
and not to mention, you get three guys for the price of one.
Yeah.
He does all those things.
Well, that's
Yeah.
exactly, and considering that I owned all my equipment, that
Oh,
saves you a
yeah.
lot of money. I
Exactly.
mean, when you're making a movie,
Exactly.
Yeah, people, you know
have
what?
sound.
People
and-
don't realize the money it costs to do some things, man.
I'll tell you, the film equipment alone is a big, right off the slate.
Yeah.
Not including actors and whatnot.
Right, right.
And then you got the producing.
And also with that type of a movie, when it's a biography and based on someone, you're talking of, well, not necessarily, but there's a definite time, there's an error with clothes and
Right.
cars.
That,
Background.
that was hard.
You
That's
know what I
all.
mean? And that has to be specific because it's specific to that time and you really have to capture it. And I like when she evolves into like the
The 60s.
the 60s and all the mod stuff and the
It
big
was hard
flared
because it's
pants
like
and
you
the
have
big
to
wigs.
put every single person in that 60s
Exactly,
outfit
and
or-
that's
Yeah.
tough. And when you watch it, we actually said that like it's hard to involve all of the pictures on the wall.
Yeah,
I mean
you know what?
everything.
Once
You need
once
to
you get
really.
involved in film,
you
or
need to really
any kind
research
of
that,
acting
you know?
or producing or anything like that. You kind of look at those things.
Yeah.
You look in the background. Here it is, a 1940s movie, and wait, that guy had vinyl siding.
Right.
Stuff like that. Oh
Right,
my God,
right.
wait, was that a '76 vet that just go on?
Yeah,
What the
no.
hell was
But
that?
it was really interesting to see, and I know she had what did we
I know, I
do?
saw that random applause sign for the studio audience.
I know, you
like
held up the
that.
applause sign.
I like that.
It's
Well,
time
you know
for a
what?
commercial.
Yeah, we're gonna. We love it here. I love this place. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and so much more to talk about. So you guys stay with us, and we will be right back.
You know
know you already want a Toyota, but when you want more from your Toyota store, you want Smithtown Toyota, where every Toyota comes with Smithtown Toyota's Toyota for Life program, giving you lifetime New York State inspections, lifetime 10% discounts on all parts and service, 2 years of complimentary oil changes, 2 years of scheduled maintenance, and more, all at no cost to you, plus low clear-out deals on every Toyota in stock. Get more from your Toyota store. Hurry to Smithtown Toyota.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Mickey, how long have you known Janie? Don't you know her life depends on the press?
I'm pregnant again.
Jenny, that's wonderful news. I'm so happy.
Maybe you should find a man who respects who you are and can accept that you're just a goddess.
I'll finally get some respect in this business for marrying a serious dude.
And just forget about love altogether, huh?
Love is overrated. All it brings you is misery. I want success, fame, and respect.
You're a user, and everything you leave is what you brought into this relationship is nothing!
I am sure that Jane will be triumphant, as I have always known her to be a wonderful mother.
I just wanted to tell you, it's all over the news. Marilyn was pronounced dead.
Oh, no.
That hurt too badly.
Oh, Harry, no, not my baby girl!
Diamonds to dust.
And we're back.
Nice trailer.
That's
Nice
great,
trailer.
great trailer. Great movie because we've seen it. So, so where is this movie? Where can people find it?
Right now, it is on iTunes, available for sale or for rent. Vudu,
Okay, yeah. Voodoo's
Xbox
big.
movies.
Xbox
Xbox
movies,
movies.
Google Play. It's
Netflix?
also on. No. it's on YouTube on Nelson Madison Films. That's our distributor. It's on their channel,
Madison
and it's going to
Films.
be on Amazon Prime,
Okay.
Hulu Plus,
All the standards. restrictions
MGO
got it, right.
over the next
Right.
couple months.
So now that brings us to Mike Funk, who
Yeah.
plays husband number
Three.
Oh,
no, two.
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 No,
right?
Mary.
Because
No, you're three.
I'm
Because then
three.
she marries
Yeah,
that
three.
attorney guy afterwards. I forget his name, but so and it was crazy because when the character you played, which
Right.
his name is
Matt Simber.
Matt Simber.
Mhm.
She was still married
She was
to Mickey
still
Hargitay,
married to
right?
Mickey Hargitay, yeah.
From Mexico, they got married in Mexico, right?
No,
you got married.
he got married
She
in
got
Mexico.
divorced from Mickey in
She got
Mexico.
divorced, and I got married to
Oh,
her
man.
In Mexico.
Right. Which
the same day. No.
caused a lot, a lot of friction, obviously. And it seemed
That's
like
where the DP came in.
it seems like in the movie, Mickey, like you said, was really like a punching bag. I was amazed when I watched the movie. He must have truly
He
loved
did.
her. A love that goes beyond.
He
you know,
begged
all
her.
the
He
things
begged
that-
her to the very end to take him back
Really?
as her husband.
Mhm.
He was always there as her friend, but he wanted her back.
Right.
She was just crazy. I'm not saying she's crazy in a bad way. She was a girl,
Wild.
a girl who got married when she was 15 years
Yeah,
old and had a
that's-
daughter, so she never had
Free-spirited,
time
I
to
guess.
date.
Right,
and
exactly. And I do
And
experience.
she got a bunch of money, so.
Yeah.
and fame. And
Money
she
will
did,
make you go
She
cool.
did appear to like her fame.
Yeah.
Yes,
loved
she
to be
loved being Jane
the
Mansfield.
spotlight, you know.
But she was an
And-
incredible woman. She really was sole supporter for everyone,
Yeah.
including all the husbands. You
Yeah.
know, all the husbands say, "Oh yeah, I did this, I did that."
She
Jane
was the
paid
one?
for everything.
Really. So they weren't
Everything.
taking a free ride by being with her, were they?
Yeah, they were.
They kind of were.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
they were.
But not Mickey too.
Yeah.
You bastard.
Really.
Mickey did his things, but you know what? Jane was the breadwinner.
Really.
Yeah.
So she was that successful where she was actually supporting them. Okay.
Well, yeah, you know, the biggest thing is, you know, Marilyn Monroe was the biggest movie star of
Exactly.
the 60s, probably of all time now.
Mm-hmm.
And she was only worth $150,000 when she died in 1962.
Wow.
That's
Jane,
crazy. Imagine now.
Jane, who died 5 years later in 1967, was worth almost $2 million.
Really?
Which is like 20 million, 30 million
Right,
today.
Right,
Exactly.
right, which is really incredible.
So that says
now,
a lot.
You brought two scenes that
Mhm.
Mike is in, Matt
Yes,
Simber.
yeah. Yes.
So Vicky, can you show those two scenes that we have, those other two videos of Mike Funk playing Matt Simber?
There we go. I see it coming up.
Matt, I have had it with your broken promises and shady dealings. I'm going back to California and I'm taking Tony with
Oh,
me.
no, he's not. My son's gonna stay here in New York with me. You can go wherever you want, Jane. You're not a fit mother. You hear me, Jane? I'm gonna make sure you don't get custody of my son.
Start that custody shit with me. You're the fucking pervert here. Always looking at Jane moving like a wolf.
Your brain is so fucking soaked up with booze, Jane, you can't even think straight. Come on!
Yeah, well, you're a user and everything you leave is what you brought into this relationship is nothing.
Okay, Jane, fine, whatever you say. But I am gonna file an injunction that you cannot travel with Tony pending the custody hearings. Goodbye, Jane.
On the job. And rainy days when you're far away. Little things,
That's that one.
Okay. That's one, and we do have one more, right?
Yeah, we do have another scene.
Okay. Can we show the other one, Vic? Okay, great.
Vicky's
Thank
right
you.
on.
You all settled yet, Jane? You need to get ready. That magazine's coming to do a story on our big happy family.
Oh, it's a comedy article.
What is that supposed to mean, Jane? I'm doing all I can for you.
Yeah. I thought I was going to do Chekhov. Not shitty plays like Champagne Complex and Rabbit Habit, all of which I funded, I might add.
Jane, those were big hits on Broadway.
They weren't on Broadway, were they, Matt? They were in Denver and Milwaukee. Whoopee. Simber and Mansfield magic.
I did get you that movie, The Fat Spy with Diller and Dunleavy.
Yeah, but I was last billed and the movie sucked and I looked like a whale.
Well, Jane, when I made the deal, I had no idea you were going to be pregnant. It was a movie, Jane. Remember, you said you'll do any movie over TV.
TV, Matt, I am a movie star, goddammit! I don't want to play a movie star on TV. Gilligan's Island, then. A TV show where the characters are shipwrecked on a deserted island and try every week to get off.
TV is the new movies, Jane. It's consistent work to be in everybody's living room week after week.
Yeah, but 1,000 an episode, I get more than twice that to be a guest on Gleason's show. How am I going to pay the bills with that? I can't rely on you to do that.
Please don't start with me now. And you better put the bottle away. You know, they're already talking about you and my cousin Greg out to the middle of the night.
Greg is a kick. I love him. He makes you look like someone's grandfather. He knows how to have fun. We like the same men.
Well, you better watch it, Jane. He's always been bad news. In trouble or looking for it, I can't stand the little fag.
Stop it, Matt. He's your kin. Family is family. I like a man who likes men. I really get it, you know?
Wonderful. Just what your image needs, Jane. I'm trying to get you respect, and all you do is hang out at fag bars on Christopher Street.
Yeah,
You don't make it easy.
I pay the bills, right? That's my job. I'll do whatever I want. With who I want. Whenever I want.
There we go.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's
so
Mike's.
again,
That's Mike's.
the very
one of his
talented Mike
best
Funk,
scenes.
who we adore, and again, people, he gained, like you see some of these actors that either gain an extreme or lose an extreme amount of weight. Mike did this very thing. I mean, here you are today, looking fit and trim and awesome, and to gain all that
Yeah, you were
weight,
30 pounds heavier,
About
more.
that, yeah, 20,
But also-
25, yeah, 30 pounds, yeah.
to be able to
Yeah.
lose it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I could gain 30 pounds no problem.
Yeah, me too.
That came from Frank. He's like, I'm going to give you the role. You have to gain like
Did you
20
feed
some
him?
pounds.
I
All that
did.
I'll give you a roll,
I
just
didn't
put
know
a
that.
ton of butter
I
on
didn't
it.
even know
Yeah,
that. I didn't know
exactly.
that. I thought that was your weight.
Well, you know what? I saw him come up, walking up my driveway when I was doing the audition, and I said, "Oh my God, he looks exactly like Madhousetv." I said, "You gotta shave off your facial hair
Yeah,
to
I had to go
match,
shave.
Right,
It's like,
right.
this is,
dye his hair black, and gain 30 pounds."
Right.
Yeah.
And I was
voila.
kind of kidding, because 10 would have been all right.
Yeah, but
he took me seriously.
Well,
he
Mike
went
takes it
home
to the
and
extreme,
ate the
man.
tray,
oh,
tray
yeah,
of
it
Big
was
Ziti.
pasta,
Very
I was
impressive that
ice
you
cream,
that you can lose it all though again, because that's the tricky part.
Yeah.
I mean, any one of us can eat like a pig and gain weight pretty quickly, you know.
Right.
But to lose it is like
Yeah. I was actually shocked because when he came to the premiere in April,
Right.
he had lost almost all the weight.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And it was
Hats off
wow.
to you. Because
So
that's
how
amazing.
long how long before you seen him when he gained the weight? Was there a time period he came back and you went, holy shit?
Well, that was
There was time. I think there was times when we were on set. He's like, "Did you get bigger?"
yeah. But you know, with no facial hair too,
Yeah.
and the severity of the black hair, it made you look bigger.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
you were bigger.
Did
Yeah.
a great job, as did Haley. And by the way, I would like to say I want to give a shout out to Haley Heisick, and she was supposed to be here today.
Yeah.
Haley, you have an open invite to come back because I would love to meet you. We love your work in the film, and when you're ready, you give us a call or work it out through the guys. But you have an open invitation to come on to Soluri No Guts, No Glory Hour.
That's
Here at
right.
Madhouse.
Yeah.
So anyway, we just want to say hello, and I just think it's amazing how tumultuous her life was, you know. But we do have pictures.
Yes.
I was going to say that,
saw them.
tumultuous.
Yeah.
I was going to use that.
Can you say the
phrase.
word?
I just did.
Okay. And I'm not going to say it again, just in case.
Yeah, I had put some of the pictures side by side of Jane and Haley as Jane.
Mm-hmm.
There's one from The Girl Can't Help It, which is like her most famous
Famous,
movie.
yeah.
And she's actually wearing she's wearing the hat that Jane
Well,
wore in
let's
the
put
movie.
the pictures
Wow.
up, and you can see the screen, right? So
And
now,
that's
if you
that's
can
actually
narrate.
the wedding.
So that, but say what that is now. To the left is the real.
Left is Jane and Mickey,
Right.
and then the left is Haley and actor Adrian Gorbelik. Who
Wow, and the
Holy cow.
similarity
played- yeah,
on that
and that's
is-
me. That's me and Mariska Hargitay,
which is their daughter, right?
which
Mickey
is
and
Jane's
Jane's
daughter,
and
who was
everybody
in the
knows
car
her.
with her when the
She was in the
accident
car with her,
happened.
which
She was
is
in the car, yeah.
devastating.
And then there's from The Girl Can't Help It. That's the actual hat that Jane wore in the movie.
That you bought.
That I was
Yeah.
part of my collection.
Part of your collection,
And Haley
you
wore
know.
it in the movie, and that's the infamous picture
Sophie
of
Loren.
Sophia Loren staring at Jane's breasts. That's
Right.
our reenactment
Wow.
that we did in the movie.
Right. Wow, that's
And
incredible.
then that's also a black and white excerpt. On the left is Haley and Lisa Pollitt, who played Sophia, and on the right side is the real Jane and Sophia.
Wow.
That is crazy.
And that's me and Mariska when
And-
she first moved to New York 16 years ago when
Wow.
she just started Law and Order.
Law and Order, so she's been
I
doing
was the
that
only
show for
person she
16 years
knew,
now.
really.
Wow.
And that's two of my best clients there, Lita Ford. We all know Lita Ford.
Right.
And Sherry Curry,
Yeah, wow.
lead singer of the Runaways.
Right,
and
right.
there's me and Joan Jett.
Fabulous. And we invited you back to come back with Lita,
Mhm.
if she would be so gracious to do
Yeah,
so and come on the show.
absolutely.
We'd love to
Wow,
have
And
her back.
there's her as Jane.
Wow,
Haley
that
as
is
Jane.
that is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Now she looks, I don't know how big of a woman Jane Mansfield was in stature and height and all that. How big was she?
She was like 5'7".
Oh, she was,
And
okay.
Haley is a little bit taller.
Okay.
But Haley physically had the same body because
Really?
when she came for her first wardrobe fitting,
Tell me she fit in.
didn't
Because
even
you
have
had
to-
outfits that belonged to Jane
Yeah, I
Mansfield.
had 34 outfits.
Wow.
that are in the movie that she
That is
wore.
incredible.
And the zipper went up. I think Haley just held her breath in, and it was
Oh,
amazing.
wow.
Yeah, I mean, all the stuff that had to be altered was all the vintage stuff that I bought for her to
Well,
wear.
I gotta say, you did amazing on the casting.
I tried.
Those
Amazing.
pictures that you showed,
Amazing.
yeah, were just incredible. We're going to take a quick commercial break, talk a little bit more about you guys too and what you do and all that. So you guys stick with us, and again, we will be right back.
Stretching under sedation or manipulation under anesthesia is a very gentle, very precise procedure to very slowly release any scar tissue that is formed as a result of a traumatic injury. Many people ask, how does this work? Will I get hurt? Will you stretch me too far? We only stretch the body part to its normal range of motion. After completing the post-MUA rehabilitation program, it's very common that our patients say to us, hey, I can play ball with my kid again. Hey, I can bowl again. Hey, I can enjoy hiking again. This is what makes it rewarding to us as practitioners.
After all the candles are blown out, after the last toast of the night, Cambridge paving stones with ArmorTech stand the test of time. Beautifully designed, built to last. Only Cambridge paving stones have ArmorTech, our unique process that produces a rich, distinctive color. Create your own memories with Cambridge paving stones. Visit CambridgePavers.com.
Cambridge paving stones with ArmorTech will always look like new.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Hi, I'm Tom Mealy from Madhouse TV, and when I'm not at the studio, I'm here at the Harrison Law Group. This is my real job. In this January 2015, Brett and I are putting together a show called Legal Straight Talk. It'll be aired on Cablevision as well as here at Madhouse TV. You need to tune in. This information that we're going to be giving the public is the real deal. It's all about what you should do, what you shouldn't do. So tune in this January 2015 for a new episode of Legal Straight Talk.
Hey, and we're back.
So we didn't have pictures
That was good,
that we from the ones that we just showed, but we do have a picture of Matt Simber, which we're gonna do a close up on. So that's Matt Simber,
I think.
and she's gonna zoom in on
see
that
it,
so we
yeah.
can really see him. I don't know if you can grab it.
He's
There
this
we
big
go.
fat blob. There
Okay.
he is.
The big fat blob. So that's Matt, and of course we know Mike Funk. So that was a very, very good likeness, definitely.
And the irony there is Matt Cimber's really from Massapequa, Long Island, and so is Mike Funk.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's definitely crazy. There's some kind of
Mike
odd
Simber and
kind
Matt
of-
Funk.
I get them confused.
I know. During the break, you call
Matt-
him Matt.
Matt Funk, you
So,
know.
so all 4 kids were in the car. All 4 kids were in the car.
3 kids.
3 kids. Tony
five chihuahuas.
They all died.
No, 2 of the chihuahuas
Oh, they
lived.
did. Oh, they did. 2 of them lived.
2 of them lived.
You know, that- that's a
Which was really
horrific
weird because I have the accident footage, the police footage, and they put the 2 live dogs in the coroner's vehicle with Jane's body.
Wow.
I'm like, why did they
Wait, they
do
had
that?
footage taking the body out and everything, the wreckage and all that?
Yeah.
No, they
Now,
don't.
did you get that footage or you got to see it?
I know it sounds gruesome, but I
own
kind of,
Really?
Yeah.
in a weird way, I'm kind of interested.
So I would show you.
I
in
know that
private.
sounds bizarre.
I would,
No, I would
I
know
would
would
show you in
never.
private. The main reason
And I
that I
understand.
bought everything I
I
did is
understand
I
that.
did not want Jane's children to ever have to
Right.
see it.
Right, and
That's
I
awesome.
respect that.
And they
because-
never will.
And I respect that because somebody else, unlike you,
We're trying to make money off
would
it.
capitalize on that in the process, hurting the children. 'cause that's
Mariska
horrible.
said to me a long time ago.
I just think that's
in our
crazy, wow.
friendship. She said to me, she's like, you know, she's everything to you. She's this woman that's this big, you know, you're a big fan of. But she's like, you got to remember, that was my mother. That was the woman that gave birth to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like I didn't have that level of respect. I
Mhm.
didn't understand it. I would, you know, and then I watch how other people talk to the family, and they say, you know, oh yeah, your mom, she was the one that lost her head in the accident.
Yeah, well, that's how
'Cause
everybody remembers.
People don't care.
Right.
And that's one of the
Right.
things,
And I
myths
think-
that she's
well, I
known
think
for.
to this day, a lot of people still think that.
Yeah, that she was the cat.
She
the
was-
cat
and she
Right,
wasn't.
and you had said that on the last time
Yeah.
you were here.
Yeah, there's a lot of
She
people
really-
still to this day that believe that.
So right here, you're hearing that myth being squashed. She did not lose her
No,
head. She was
she
not
didn't.
decapitated.
She didn't. She was
Mike
scalped.
said-
She was scalped, yeah.
She was
A little
scalped. She
Mm.
lost from about here back on.
Mm.
But, you know, that was a very
Mm.
murky thing. And I wanted to show that in the movie,
Yeah.
that she wasn't decapitated.
Mhm.
So it was either show that the accident, and I did show some of the accident pictures,
Right.
but we showed her funeral with the open coffin,
Oh, that-
showing.
Right.
Wait,
her
that was
head-
the real.
No,
No.
not in the film.
No.
Not in the film.
Oh, yeah. No, I was going to say, wait a
Yeah.
second.
It was
I
a
didn't-
reenactment.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah. But
Wow.
you know, Rob had the challenge of having to film all the cars, and we're talking, you know,
What scene is this?
the death scene, the whole
How-
ending in
how
the
to-
car.
Well, yeah.
he was awesome.
You know, when you're on a budget, and now you got to
Yeah.
come up with some.
And you have to make it authentic. You
Oh,
can't make
yeah,
it look rinky
sure.
dink, which is,
Right.
and
Exactly.
that kind of situation, it's got to be really tough to film and authenticate it enough that it really captures.
And you know what? It all
happened,
starts
you know.
off.
That's
With,
crazy.
it all starts off with the editing. I had to actually pre-plan it before I went to go shoot it to see how this is going to look.
Right, right.
Before I go for the shoot.
Right.
And I'm not going to share or say how it was made because we haven't done that yet. There's going to be a documentary about it. It's going to be a making of the
Okay,
diamonds.
great, great.
And then all the secrets will start coming out and how to make it, and that'll be my.
So now, when did you start? When did you start filmmaking, or no, working with cameras, I should say, because it, you know, there's a
Birth.
process to get to.
Damn. When I was born, I had a camera in my hand.
Came out with the
Did you
camera.
have one of the Super 8s? Did you have a Super 8?
I had, I
You
had
did.
everything from 8mm.
8mm.
It all started with 8mm. I used my dad's 8mm, and it's like every film director. You know, you go and make those movies.
Set 'em up
with
in the
your
girls'
friends.
locker room.
Yeah, I didn't get
Yeah.
that.
Oh.
That's
Thank
what I
you.
like. It's not student
Thank
bodies.
Yeah, right. Porky's.
But I used to go on the. I used to go on the railroad
Well, that was the
tracks.
start.
You know, make these zombie movies.
Okay.
Everybody makes zombie movies.
You like horror?
I love horror.
Yeah, that's your thing. You said
That's it,
horror,
horror.
sci-fi.
Well, I was showing Rob some of my pictures from my accident and stuff, and he was like, "Oh man, can I make a poster with that?"
Right, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. But then it started. The industry started in weddings. So I do weddings. Okay, but that started in 1990.
So horror.
I was going to say that's another degree
Yeah,
of
that's a
horror.
horror, yeah.
Yep.
That's
Definitely,
horror
definitely,
for you.
definitely.
We think alike.
But that's how it
Yeah.
started. I went through all different cameras, though. You know, 8mm was film, of course, but it went VHS, Super VHS, High 8, you know. Then digital.
And you must love the digital world.
Every time you get
Love
there,
it.
something
Yeah.
changes on you.
You see, here's the coolest thing, though. I'm glad that I finally got involved in filmmaking for the, because years ago it was all cutting film. I don't even know if I could ever do that.
Right.
With digital, it's easy.
And you have to appreciate now that you live in a digital world, people that have done that in the past and put together fabulous pieces of art.
Well, it saves a lot of money too.
Yes.
Yes,
it does.
But you know what?
Because you know how much film you go through.
But you know
now
what's
you can just
cool?
erase, go over it, and boom, go.
Like with Frank, and like what was cool is doing the process of the editing. Now I'm a nighttime editor. I think a lot of editors like to edit like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, because that's where it's clear. Nobody bothers you.
Nothing lands on the
And you get right in there.
editing room floor no more. Now it ends up in the hard drive.
But the cool thing about that is you can always I would send over dailies or the final
And ask you
edit
what I
and
thought.
what you thought before I was starting to put the music or whatever I was going to do with it, just to get the
Right.
final approval on it, if this is okay. Because I had to ask him, I was the director, but he knew the story. He wrote the story.
Right.
It wasn't my story. It wasn't.
And ultimately, you have the whole vision in your head.
Yeah, so I had to make sure I
know.
was going to come as close as he wanted it to by doing that.
But he was awesome because he gave me that.
You know what I thought? You know what? Not to interrupt. It just struck me. The part of the movie I thought was funny when she sang. No offense. Not the movie itself, the way it was made. The song was funny. It was just so cheesy. It was very cheesy.
That was really Jane's voice. I got the permission to use the recording, but it was like her desperate attempt at the end to revive her career, and she thought that being a pop singer was going to be maybe something that would.
No, she
do
needed
that.
a better agent
But that
at
was
that
a
point.
horrible. And you know who?
Yeah,
who
I
that?
was like, oh my
That
God.
was actually Sharon Osbourne's father, Don Arden, who recorded that song.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and Jimi
Really?
Hendrix.
The same one that turned
Jimi
away-
Hendrix played the bass on that horrible song.
He's the guy that turned away Ozzy.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
He
that's
turned
such a
away
great
Ozzy.
tidbit
No,
of
you're not going to be
information.
in
I didn't even know that.
That is a great, but the song, I was like, it
The
was.
bee's knees.
Yeah,
It
the
was
bee's
just-
knees.
It makes my liver quiver.
Quiver. And I thought,
yeah.
wow, those people in the audience must have said, well, back then they didn't pay a lot to get into stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking they must have.
But you know what I liked? I liked it.
Been
It don't look like a 2015 movie reenacted.
Yeah.
It looks like
It
the
did.
movie
It
from
did.
then.
That's
It
what we
looked like
wanted.
You know what?
That's
It
what they
really
wanted.
looks like,
That
wow,
was
this
authentic,
this
yeah.
is one of her movies.
And a lot of that
Dated.
was.
It's got to look dated.
Yeah.
And a lot
That
of
was
that
the
was
challenge.
was Rob and the editing.
Well, great
grading.
job, Rob,
Grading.
because
Yeah.
that was.
Oh, you hit it right on the
yeah.
head, bro.
Yeah, the grading.
You hit it on the head.
Even, but it was Rob's idea, like all the psychedelic stuff.
That was,
like it just brought the
Yeah.
period, and
Yeah.
that was Rob.
That
Rob,
was- that was a good scene.
Rob's
That was a good
amazing when it comes to bringing something to life.
So you do weddings.
So I do weddings.
And the name of your
Since
company, because I want
1990,
everybody to
Volano
know this.
Vision. Volano Vision.
Villano,
Villano.
V-I-L-L-A-N-O?
Well, you know what? It's Volano Vision's
Right.
Video Services.
Okay.
But now it's Volano Vision Films. Now, Volano Vision Films is going to be a whole new thing in
Right,
the film
separate
genre.
entity, of course,
Exactly,
right, 'cause
but it's
it's
still a
different-
connection.
two different things.
Exactly.
So you film a lot of weddings.
I've been doing weddings for 25 years.
Wow.
Since 1990 up, and then I got into my own business doing it.
Any crazy stories while you were filming
Lots
a
of
wedding?
crazy
Gotta
stories.
give me your
Yeah.
craziest story at
That's
a
a
wedding.
whole nother
New
show.
I would love to bring you back and hear all the
Yeah.
crazy stuff. Give me one story that's like really crazy, funny, like wow, oh my God, shocking, from a wedding.
Oh God! A bride coming down the aisle, and the father accidentally steps on her veil and comes off. And she's wearing a hair,
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Oh, that kind of
Oh,
really.
You get a
cat
lot
on
of
the
weird-
carpet.
There's just so many weird things. Even things about how about with what we do. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know what'd
in
be
the
good?
in churches they have like the candles down the aisle, with
Right.
the
Oh, yeah.
water and
Right,
stuff.
right, right.
Yeah, yeah.
When I get down doing this low shot, slide shot
don't
into
tell
the
me.
sand. Oh, get ready, here it comes.
Your
And
jacket
then
catch-
my foot kicks back all the water all down the thing there. Bride is just about arriving at the church, and the groom is panicking. And I looked at her. I'll be back. And I'm, oh my! But they cleaned it up really fast. The bride didn't even know. Now here's the
Because
cool.
you know this bride's
but here's
illness
the
that
cool
would
thing.
kill you
Yeah.
over
But here's,
something
but
like
here's
that.
the coolest.
Now, this is video you're doing,
This is
right?
video. This is right. But here's the coolest thing. So the groom's he's nervous because the bride's gonna get pissed off.
Oh yeah.
Well, she comes down the aisle, right? She kicks one out, and now the other. So she kicked them out. all the
Okay,
way.
so
So
then
we're
she's got
even. I
nothing
went.
to
Oh,
say.
thank
Yeah.
Kick another,
Thank
kick another.
God. But I'm sure you have stories.
You know
and-
what would be great? Doing the wedding videos, making a blooper scene. At the end of their wedding
I've
video,
done that. Yeah.
all the bloopers. That's
yep,
great.
Yep. They would get that with credits.
Oh,
Like I had all the titles,
Yeah.
and then you would have like a split screen of all the things that were going on.
Frank said you actually make wedding videos into like like the movies of the wedding.
They're amazing.
Yeah. So guys, anybody out there that knows of a bride,
because nobody likes to watch someone else's wedding video, even if they say they do, they really don't.
Yeah.
But Rob makes them really interesting and cool.
What you do
and
is
fun.
you need to know, like for instance, when you have the toasts. Now, you're not going to sit there and watch the best man talk for 20 minutes.
Yeah. Right.
So you're going to take parts of his toast and you can intercut them with visuals of the day, and it's kind of a documentary. It's kind of telling the story of the day.
Love
back in the day.
So it's only about a half an hour long.
Like
we're gonna have
4
to
hours
get
of the
in touch.
dance floor.
I would love to see
like
something.
Grandma, Aunt
Grandma,
Mitzi.
and that one guy that really couldn't dance, and he was in front of the camera the whole time. You know. Ah, come on,
I think
man.
you should do that tonight on your stand-up because that was awesome.
So that's great. Now.
And then it went into the filmmaking, because in the wedding industry, Pamela Such, who wrote and directed Tract,
right,
is in the wedding industry too. And we met at a video organization, and then she did a short film, and I asked her, if you ever make a film, let me know. I'd be interested in getting involved in it, and she did. She wrote.
And then my client got cast as the star of her film, and that's how I met Rob.
Wow. Right.
So it was a real chance meeting.
Mike, and now you guys met.
Mike was he came to a casting call.
Yeah, I submitted.
Did you submit for Matt, or did you submit for someone else?
No, I submitted for Matt because in the casting, in the
just got
breakdown,
assigned.
there was a picture of Matt Simber, and I'm like, I could play this guy.
I could do this guy.
I see the resemblance.
All right, we got to think.
So I submitted for it. Frank calls me up. All right, want to meet? I said, yeah. And we had like a 2-hour audition.
Mm-hmm.
And you knew it at that point. You just knew it right away.
I didn't know. I mean, I left. He didn't tell me when I left.
Yeah, but he knew. And
Yeah,
that's good.
You knew it.
It worked out
When he
perfectly.
walked in, you knew.
Most
Yeah.
people would have never gained weight like that for that part either. But we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back. I don't know. I just missed something. We'll be right back.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance. Maybe she needs help with a computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this. You'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue Tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is me, GMC, in the place to be, the greatest MC in history. There will never be an MC greater than me. And right about now, the only place for you to be is with your one and only Madhouse TV. You are the man.
And we're back. We're back.
We are back. We are back. But so we.
I'm back to do this, because Frank likes it.
So we left off talking to Mike. I forgot what we were just saying before the commercial break.
I don't know, but you listen.
I
we're
told- I'm
talking
so
about
bad.
weddings. I got to say something because my grandmother, God bless her. She, you know, you go to the table and you know everybody does interviews.
Yes,
They pass the mic around. But my grandmother looks in the camera. She goes, "Hi, Vinny. This is Grandma." You know, like, oh, good thing she told me because I would have never known that was my grandma.
Oh yeah, there were a lot of.
And my aunt took it and went like this. She was trying to get pepper out of it.
Nice.
Oh, I get a lot of that. We don't do interviews anymore anyway. That is all that cheese. That's
That's
so
old.
cheesy.
That's old. That's like
You're
when I
right.
got
People
married
do like,
back
does
in-
this thing
back
have
in the day.
sound?
Yeah.
What do I do with
Is
it?
it on? I don't hear myself.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You got
That's
sound.
so
No, it's
funny.
8 millimeter. Don't worry about it.
No, it's $300. You're slamming it on the table right now.
So last time, what's that?
We asked for Mike.
We have to tell Mike, MikeFunk.org.
Well, Mike, you do a lot of. Oh, that's what he was saying. The
Everything.
casting call.
Oh, the casting.
And he
oh, with
pretty
the
much
picture,
knew it
yeah.
right away. Like he said when he saw you walking up the driveway that you looked the part of Matt Simber and stuff.
Now, where was the casting call? At your house?
Yeah, because that's my office is
Okay.
over at my house.
Cool.
And you guys are
And you're
Jersey
where?
boys.
Where,
You're
in
local.
Jersey?
In Jersey by Princeton. So it was a
Wow.
haul
Yeah.
Excuse
It
me.
was
for them to
maybe
come.
an hour and a half drive. Yeah.
But now as an actor,
That's what you got to do.
you go
That's
for
what
parts.
do.
That's what you
have
do.
to
You pound the
That's
pavement,
why-
like they say.
That's
and,
why I
you
went
know,
for mine,
and-
Jersey.
And he's awesome.
But
He
yeah,
is
he's
awesome.
great. Well, when we met him too, we took a liking to him immediately, and we knew we looked familiar to each other. I had
Right.
just seen him in Fred Carpenter's movie Charlie,
Charlie
Mantle.
Mantle, yep.
Again, he played the part of a Russian gangster who was so good. But I didn't know it was him when I saw him in the lobby at the cutting room that day for the play we were there for. And I said, "You look familiar." He said, "You look familiar."
Yeah,
We were both-
she watched this movie. I think I seen you through the screen. I was looking at you too.
Yeah, no, it was
Then
funny.
we had dinner, started a fire, and
So certain things,
Yeah.
certain things are just meant to
He's
the
very-
circle, you know.
Mike,
just
Mike's
people
very.
come together.
Mike is going to be one of those people that's been on your show that is going to be like a huge
Yeah.
star someday.
Well, that's what I always
And
said,
you're going
yeah.
to call him to come back, and he's going to be like, "Who?"
he would never. But you know what's going to happen?
We had an instant.
No, you know what's going to
connection, the
happen?
three of us. He's a
Ellen's
great
going to
guy.
call us, or one of those. Jimmy Fallon's going to call us. Yo, can we get the footage of?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got to check with Mike.
Yeah.
But not only is Mike an accomplished actor, but I love to say I know he's a musician.
Mm-hmm.
Someday we're going to have time to do something
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
We're always so busy, but
And
he
painter.
brought. Well, I was just going to say
Painter,
that he
because I have
brought.
painting in my house.
He
of
brought
Mike's.
artwork in. He gave us one of his pieces, and we were just floored.
He just
It
painted my fence. That's all.
Yeah, now he's an amazing artist.
Paint on, paint on.
Just
Next,
amazing.
next you're going to sand the deck.
That's where I started. Frank's fence.
It's amazing to have so much talent wrapped into one person that's
Thank you,
so
yeah.
diverse. You know, it's like you probably have very little downtime.
Yeah.
Because either you're painting or, and I know painting comes in spurts.
Yeah,
right?
it does. It does.
And then when you're able to play your keyboard and all that, it's in between the acting and the looking for the jobs, because that's essentially probably the hardest part, right?
Yeah.
Is looking for the jobs, and then I guess if
Getting
you haven't,
Getting them too.
and
Go
getting
to
them.
go see.
Yeah.
I mean, auditions,
auditions,
callbacks.
and
I mean, it's it's a lot of rejection on a daily basis.
You gotta
Really is,
you
but
gotta
you
keep
gotta
a good
just-
It's like being
attitude.
married.
Right.
Keeping a good attitude.
Right. Well, yeah, I guess you have
It's
to
like
have
being
that
married.
attitude.
Yeah.
When it's right, it's
True.
right.
A lot of
When it's
rejection.
A lot
your
of
time.
rejection.
You
Yeah.
can't take it personal.
But see, now if you're going on an audition for something you know nothing of, which is probably a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
how do you prep for something like that? I mean, how do you prep if you're not given scripts in advance, right?
No.
So how do you prep for something walking in blindly to it?
Show up
It's hard.
15 minutes early.
get the script.
Get the sides, and get to work.
So when
And
you
break
walk in
it-
for an
and break-
audition, they
and you need to break down the scene, figure out what's going on.
What's going on? That's the key.
What's the motive?
Because
what's
then that
the-
puts you in the mode.
Yeah, and you really have 15 minutes. And sometimes you get there a little late, and you get right into the room, and
that's kind of.
I mean, you
And
could you could read something. I mean, anybody could just read something.
Right.
But if you don't know the background of it, the story, that what's coming
Right.
up to,
Right.
you could be reading it wrong.
You don't know
There's
how to
different ways say it.
play off
It's
the
true.
other actors and stuff. You get nervous?
a little bit, but
Yeah. Well,
I think
just,
everybody gets nervous.
Yeah,
More
you have to-
anxious,
you have to have
excited.
that.
You have to.
Well, I think
you have
when
to
you
get
the good nervous, though.
It's
I
the
think,
good
yeah,
nervous.
Yes, it
because
is
you
very
feed
good.
off of. I think I
But
do
you have
better
to
when
be
I'm.
somewhat too professional and go, all right, well, this is what I'm doing.
He wasn't nervous at my audition
But you always,
at all.
No.
but you always think you don't look and sound as good as you
It's true.
for yourself in the movie.
It's true.
When you look at it and you say, "Oh,
So I think acting's really difficult. What a craft that is,
It
because
is.
you really have to put yourself in in whoever shoes
Well-
it is at that time. And
Well, I heard stand-up comedy's difficult. I'll find out about another hour.
Yeah.
That's right, Revolution.
Yeah.
But so now, are you in the works of anything right now?
I'm filming a low budget horror flick called /3, and I'm gearing up to do a short film with Lake Films. We're trying to figure out a schedule for that, and it's called Cruel Behavior.
And what type of film is that?
It's like a suspense thriller.
Okay. Oh, I like suspense thrillers.
should
I'm
be,
not big on the gory kind of films, which is what you do. Not that I wouldn't
Well,
watch
no, I
them.
mean, no, suspense thriller I liked.
Oh, okay.
We watch
horror.
gory movies too, but Jan always goes like this.
Yeah,
she
watch
watches
something
scenes
like
like this. I say, all right, it's over. She goes,
Are you?
oh, you
Are you?
lied.
Oh, are you like Rob Zombie movies?
Yeah.
Eli Roth.
I don't know them because yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not that I don't like them.
Yeah.
I'm
Like Dawn of the Dead and that kind of stuff.
Forget that. Forget about
Get a
that.
chunk out of someone's neck. I love it.
You see, I can't
Come
like.
on.
I turn my head for all that stuff. I'll watch all the other things in between. But it started back when I was a kid, and well, not really. Halloween wasn't too bad. But what was that? That Freddy
Friday
Krueger one or
13th.
whatever.
Friday 13th.
Yeah, that was the one.
That
Oh yeah, no, I
was-
can't.
That started the whole.
The Exorcist scared the hell out of me.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah, but that was more scary, the premise of it, as opposed to the gore. It wasn't gory,
I don't
bloody,
know. I
you know.
remember watching that at my buddy Kevin's, and we all left the house, to go home.
Yeah.
And there was four of us. We left, and we said, all right, yeah, we're going home. We all came out of the house, walked, and three went this way, and I had to go that way. I was like, I had my skateboard. I'll never forget that. I hit my skateboard. I never just glide.
Right.
I just kept going like this the whole way home, right up the driveway, across the grass, the skateboard, jumped off, ran up the stairs, got in the house, and started turning on all the lights. I was like,
Yeah, that was a scary flick. That was scary.
that scarred me.
So now,
I
so
still
you're-
don't eat pea soup.
These projects that you're working on,
Yeah.
is there a target date of?
I think /3 is going to be done sometime in the summer. For Cruel Behavior, we're hoping to shoot it. We're probably going to definitely shoot it over the summer.
What kind of part is that?
It's a lead role. It's a short film. It's a short. I play a not so nice guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Listen, we got like
When-
1
when
minute
do you
left.
ever-
I would like everybody
Yeah, I
to give a shout out to how they can find
Yes.
you.
How can we find you, Mike? Well,
Should I
I
look
know
at
how
my
to find
camera?
you.
Yep.
Yep.
You could mikefunk.org. You could email me there at mikefunk.org.
Rob?
Funk.
www.villanovision.com.
Villano, Villano.
Villano Vision, all one word.com.
Frank?
You can find me on Facebook and on the Diamonds to Dust Facebook movie page.
Which is
Awesome.
Get all the
fantastic.
information about the movie
Fantastic.
and how to download it.
So I know.
With that, we got to sign off. Next week, we're going to have Twisted Talent. They're going to be on Lip Wally Studios, Phil Walker. They're coming on. We're
Mike
gonna have,
Capria.
yeah, they got a little surprise tape
Corrado.
of us behind the scenes.
Yeah,
It's going to be
great.
pretty neat. But everybody, listen, thanks for tuning in. Head out down to the Revolution. I'm going to be on stage in about an hour doing my debut stand-up comedy. Guys, thanks for coming down.
Well,
man.
thank you.
Pleasure having you.
We'd love to have you back sometime.
Yeah.
You guys have a great week. See you next time.